Best words ever. So we had a quest for you, right?
Welcome.
Still exploring the upper level. As in, I just started.
Quiet.
All right. Here we go. A lot of different ways to go here. This way first, I guess. The hell is that thing? A skeleton? Will-o-wisp. There's a will-o-wisp in front of it. Adra. Okay. Definitely something behind the will-o-wisp. Maybe we can fight just it. Just 3 of them, I guess. This thing still isn't triggered. I don't want to get any closer. In fact, let's back up to this door. Use this doorway as a choke point, maybe. Oh, never mind. Turn, fight. What's he got? He's confused. Endurance. Interdiction. For encounter. Okay. Oh shit, there's one behind him. I don't think you can knock down a... You can't prone a will-o-wisp. Got a bunch of points we're not using here. Alright, we got Phantom Foes. Make them easier to hit, at least. Oh my god, stop getting hit, dude. These things count as... They're spirits, they're not vessels, but heal us. Paralyze, they're immune to probably, right? They're not. Okay, let's hit him with the mental binding. There's something immune. Okay, he's about to frickin' die. He's confused, dazed, and stuck, and frickin' dying. Get on this thing.
Just
Endurance is down. Alright, got it. That could have gone better. For sure.
just say the word.
There's still something in there. We actually get to stay on the dang tank this time. The shit. This parchment is worn and tattered, and the ink upon it is faded. In this time of hardship, I must have just as much faith in ourselves.
I'll see what I can find.
It was just a will-o-wisp. Alright. Well, that was a little rough, but we'll be okay. Party AI is active.
Just say the word.
Right? Yeah.
Yes?
One defensive. Is that a passive?
Hey.
Talk to Durance. I thought I felt your eyes on me. Now come the words. Any questions I wanted to ask you?
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
Why were we supposed to meet? The why is it. The why of it is you're a watcher, he snorts. A watcher who runs two roads of why. Watcher runs two roads of why. For me, it's more of a matter of what. There was a time when I wouldn't have spared a thought for your words, or even bothered with you, but now, seeking out watchers is what I do, to put the truth to them. See which of the two ways they bend, he smiles tauntingly. Truth? What kind of truth? Either you're a dry field in need of a harvest burning, he frowns for a moment, eyes flat, or you're lost in the darkness. Either way, you can see differently from others. He gives a half smile, and this tone becomes accusing. I can tell by the way you notice the staff first off. Not many can see it at first, nor the etchings of the flames, but your eyes, he stares at you almost eagerly, nodding. Your eyes trace the path, that I can see. So which are you, dry field or lost in darkness? Durrance's face tenses. The day we don't trade that question back and forth is the day our paths no longer need to be joined. And the trial, Durrance's hand clenches the staff, the trial is done. So you don't know either. You know this nation is diseased. Don't need to be a watcher to see it in the children, the politics, the men that stalk the roads with knives in hand and murder in their eyes. This land needs life again, new seeds planted in the burned soil. His voice drops, mocking, and his eyes narrow, and someone tells me that you can see the path to make that future happen, Watcher. Your kind always does. So then, we need to make sure you see truly now. This nation, its people, don't need any more lies blinding them, nor do I. You test the truth. You don't blindly accept it. And how do you plan to test me? Sharing the road, of course. One truth to match another. Matching each other's pace, keeping rhythm. Other priests, they can keep their teachings and rantings. For my faith, my teaching, sharing the road is a simple, hard truth. His smile widens and his hands tap against his waist once, then twice. And when you knock one truth against the leg of another, both legs stand firm. But now, you strike a lie in the knee at the same force. His smile dies and his eyes narrow. Why, you make a cripple, but with one leg to stand on. Is that why you carry that staff? Is that why Durrance is about to launch into another volley of words, blinks, and then he rolls his head back and laughs deeply, the laughter coming until it seems air will run out of his lungs, until it seems forced. Perhaps your words are worth listening to, Watcher. He frowns, any trace of humor gone. The truth will win out. Keep pace and we'll see. All right, let's ask something else.
The cost of troubling me seems to worry you little.
Wanted to ask about the region and its history. Durrance grunts. Can you tell me about the Hollowborn?
That's a curse that runs deeper. It's a godhammer of a different sort. And like the godhammer, it was made by men's hands.
All things have a price. Left unchecked, faithlessness, virtues, it leaves a mark on the souls. Until souls don't have the strength to enter bodies that are pure. Animancers, ciphers, all who play the games with the fabrics of souls are to blame for the barren field they leave behind. Durrance glares at you. Even watchers can do the same. Cipher, too. Some simply watch, others try to weave souls, guide them as surely as Widewin across Evandur. He turns away. That's why I correct the Hollowborn when I find them, and the ones whose hands have led to this seed being spilled on the ground. Correct the Hollowborn?
There are fewer souls. There are more vessels. It is simply equaling of the process.
You corrected by killing the Hollowborn? That's murder.
I feel more remorse in putting down a slathering hound. A wict? Less than a mongrel in its misery. Murder is a kindness, not a crime. Always has been. I would sooner put the blade to those who are to blame instead. If any spirit should be punished, it's
Who's
theirs.
to blame? The fields of the Deerwood are filled with weakness, ripe for those to play with ripe for those that play with souls, minds. His face wrinkles in a frown. Animancers and their kind, watchers too. They bear more of the burden than their victims and more of the punishment. Every year we've seen new crime. The Saints' War, the Hollowborn, and the Salvation. There's no proof watchers are to blame for these events. There are a few who can shape souls in such a fashion. Durrant stares at you. And any watcher, any true watcher born in the Deerwood would be able to see the crime even if they did not cause it. Silence itself is damning. Why don't you end me then?
Murder you? I would not grant you any of them. The mercy I grant the Hollowborn. You would not be deserving.
We just don't deserve murder. Okay. So you equate murder with mercy.
Murder is an old word. Mercy is letting a soul fly free to the next body. True punishment? Ruining someone to their soul. Crack their spirit like you would crack their skulls with a staff. Beat them. Hurt them in mind and body. So their souls become shards. But you leave it inside the vessel. Like a bag of glass. To either choke on it. Or pass it through their bloody stool. Then, leave it in the body to think on it. Like planting a new field with the right seed.
That sounds like you've committed it to memory, like you've been practicing that little speech.
Many marks may I make upon your flesh, but flame leaves marks that cannot heal. Magran doctrine dictates true punishment is one that remains in memory, in the soul, in the flesh. Even should the victims die, slowly or swift, sometimes by their own hand afterwards, the lesson lingers, burned in their flesh.
Okay. What about something else?
I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
I want to know more about you. Grunts. Where are you from?
Where I hail from? From one of Magran's fires. A cathedral. Ashfall. Made of blackened trees. I studied the scriptures there. The fires carved into the land. The trunks of the burnt trees. And in the factories where the rifles and cartridges were shaped. All are chapels in other devotion.
Other devotions? Durrance nods. For Magran, any fire is enough for worship, physical or not. A blacksmith's anvil, a craftsman's bench. All arenas where fire is waiting to be born. Durrance snaps his fingers. Just needs a spark. Like an alchemical fire, or a spark to cartridges to speed them to their purpose. Their purpose? Durrance's head's tilting, thinking, well, their purpose then. It was many thens ago. Durrance scratches his beard. Beard was a little brighter than now. But yes, cartridges, guns all had a purpose, and that purpose was punching holes in mages and letting their pompous air hiss out. Durrance gives a half smile, then nods. Woke their kind right up and kept them staring at the ceiling in the dark instead of sleeping, that's for certain. Liloth rolls his eyes. Pompous air indeed. A little violence isn't accounting. An answer for unchecked power. Well, Magran gave an answer for that. Magran put soldiers and mages on equal footing. Durrance nods again. Mages were troublesome in that time. Firearms made every man a mage, and a caster's a pretty arcane shield was little match for them. Turned each commoner into a beast that could spit fire. It leveled the field of battle, that's for certain. Made many a mage a grave. Hey, tell me about Ashfall. The guns make mages not as OP. Durrance grunts. You're more curious about it than most of Magran's faithful. Well, what else can you tell me about Ashfall? What's more to tell? Durrance frowns, his hand tightening on his staff again, his fingers seeming to sink into the wood. One of the greatest fires of Magran, the High Seat. He shrugs. Some say the blackest, not of evil, but of ash. All the remainings after a fire has fed. I called it a cathedral before. That's not the truth, the full truth of it. It's more a battlefield. It lies in the heart of the War of the Black Trees. Its timbers built from the burnt forest there. Each timber blessed by fire, one of Magran's greatest battles. Many of us helped shape the war effort there with flames and firearms. So what's the cathedral like? Keep troubling me and I may extend the tithe bowl for each question. Enough questions for now. Let the road keep us until the next campfire. right, so we're done talking to him for now, okay?
Just say the word.
Go this way.
I'll see what I can find.
Definitely need like an off tank still. All right, we got a spider here. We got something over here too. Exactly. Okay. We fall back to the door if we can.
Gotten stuck.
That if we can is looking pretty not happening. He's stuck for 2 seconds.
Stuck over here.
Guys, pay attention. All right, let's do drop a blind there. Is he immune? They're immune to web. Okay, that's not. I thought I was trying to say it was immune to blind. All right, these guys are coming around. There's way too many of them. Parents, let's get some DR. I think we're gonna need it. Let's get we get a good spot to do the flame attack. I don't know that we can. I wish we could turn the camera in this game. Can't quite tell what paths are open to me here. I wanted to send Aloth in to get a better angle for this spell. Right here. Let's do a blessing for accuracy and damage. Alright, that flame did some work. Very good. He's automatically casting blind without me telling him to. Okay. Their AI is doing work. That's kind of what I wanted them to do anyways. How much does second wind heal? 27. He's down 37, so go ahead and eat that. Let's not forget we have interdiction. This is a faux AoE, right? Yes, so I can just drop it on the party. All right. All right. Durance is taking a lot more damage than I want him to,
Yeah.
but we're making it work. Spider venom sac.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
The red-brown smears flake away under the toe of your boot. Spirit. The nearby crystals light the cracked mosaic floor in a shade of orange, and at a certain angle, the metallic symbol beneath your feet gleams gold. As you look on, the air shimmers at its as if with summer heat. The very dust and air seem to pull together until a thin, glowing mist appears before you. In its rippling gleam, you sometimes think you can see the shape of a man, features rendered in broad strokes of air and smoke. Who are you? Your voice sparks movement. The spirit surges with a sudden blazing light, and in the next moment you are somewhere else. Your mind assailed with a sudden wave of fear and noise. You are in the chapter hall. Priests and faithful have gathered in a great crowd, spilling into the hall. Bodies press against you, surging forward to listen. Your own grief is mirrored in the faces around you. Some of the initiates are weeping. Someone has snuffed the candles and the room is dark, save for the podium lit from behind. 2 people stand before it, lit in silhouette. A man is shouting, voice so ragged with fear you cannot understand what he's saying, but the rectrix stands calm, unmoved. Earth's strength will see you all through these dark times. You feel that hope like spark. You feel that hope like a spark behind your ribs. Somewhere behind you, someone begins to sing. Spirit tears itself from you with sudden dizzying force, and you find yourself back before the ruined altar swaying. The spirit fades as suddenly as it appeared. And being a watcher is going to be a bit disturbing sometimes, huh? The face of the statue is almost all of its features struck off alongside the portions of its hands. Hello. Jolting touch. And a bloodstone.
Just say the word.
So far, so good. Alright, we got a scolder. Two scolder.
Just say the word.
Put them back here. Didn't listen to me. Get in the doorway where they can't get by you.
Hey.
I'm not disengaging, dang it. Alright, I guess I disengaged, whatever. Okay.
That's it.
Alright.
Just say the word.
I want to turn off their AI. I don't want their AI actually choosing what to do. I just want them to auto attack and have me choose what to do.
Hey.
What?
Just say the word.
Monsters of the Deadfire Archipelago. Be useful one day.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw something.
Laying low.
Come on. Per encounter too, huh? I remember that.
What? What?
Everybody kill this one. Nice.
Just say the word.
Everyone's going pretty good, I think. You well. Everyone have scoured the plates So mold still grows in green-black clumps all across the table.
Margarin's fire casts light
Making sure we're
in
not any hidden
dark
stuff here.
places. See now what the flame has shown us?
Can't disarm the trap. You want to trigger it. Who's our best trap person? Probably Durance.
What?
Character death? Oh my god.
Been poisoned.
That was worse than I expected. Disengage defense bonus. It gets us another turquoise too. We definitely want it, but I guess we're gonna have to rest.
Yeah.
We can go back out to the end to rest. Progress has been made. Let's go to the inn. Also, let's see if we can make that enchantment on that gun. I just want to see if what that does. So let's do a quick save. And we could do accurate. +4 accuracy or fine. Just accuracy and damage. Even better. 1200. All right, so let's see what this does to it. And then if we don't like it, we can load the save. It is now fine. 29 to 40 damage. PR bypass. It got rid of the terrible thing. All right, yeah. So it's almost the same damage. Same speed. Less interrupt. Because the weapon we have is already fine. It's basically the same. Except it has a -5 accuracy. What is veil piercing? It has 6 DR bypass though, that our current one doesn't. Our current one inflicts prone on crit. But this one is DR bypass, which is like every shot, right? It's less accurate because of this -5 veil piercing thing. I don't know what that means. I don't know how long the duration on reloading and all that is. This one has 50% more range and much stronger interrupt. And I didn't have to pay anything for it. I think we just reload the save, maybe. The DR bypass makes it do more damage, I think. We do have to get closer, though. What's the reload speed on them? Let's see. Close return. Okay. So firearms. It's in the very slow category. Weak interrupt. I reload. The crossbow, the arbalist reload is like 6 seconds. The gun reload's only 5. So the arbalist has a really long reload. There's that. They have the same attack and recovery time. The crossbow's got a much faster reload. Like the regular crossbow. Hmm. I think the best answer is we just don't waste anything enchanting it. Excuse me. Sorry. It's still terrible. It is interesting though, if you enchant it with something positive, it gets rid of terrible. That's really awesome.
Just say the word. Just say the word.
Hail, traveler.
Common Rune's free for us here now. Cool. Okay.
Just say the word.
Back to work in the temple, I guess.
Can do. Nothing will slip past me.
There's a room over here we didn't check. And down here.
You should have run.
I'll see what I can find.
The one spider. This parchment is relatively intact, but the ink upon it is faded. You make out the few patches of carefully tidy script. Visitors to the ritual floor. Rectress Obrica says, redemption for even these forgotten struck the large bell first rather than the second. So the largest bell is this we struck first? Pluto a puzzle, I guess. Or supposed to be start second? I'll just shoot it. Almost dead.
Not to alarm you, but
Yeah?
I shall be discreet.
This won't hold me for long! Just say the word. Death to our enemies! That's how it's done. This fight
Some
is
of them
mine.
just better off just shooting. Whoever sat here left in a hurry. Ink has dribbled across the scroll, obscuring its contents. Mother, I have asked Brother Edric to carry this letter to you, for he travels to New Hamar to come morning. With him goes what coin I have, and I hope it will ease the surprise for an unexpected homecoming. For I mean to follow in a few days' time. Our village is much changed, and though I do not wish for you to worry, I do feel it is safe to remain. I do not feel it is safe to remain. I know Rectress Oberka will not approve, but don't blame him.
Just say the word.
Ooh, hello. Nice. Gets back to where we already were. Anything here? No. Okay. Let's check up here before we check over there. Uh-huh. Nice. Nice.
Just say the word.
Fine sword. 13 to 18 slash piercing, plus 4, 50%. Okay. This does more damage. 20% damage, doesn't even have an enchantment yet.
Just say the word.
Whose grace, I write to implore. The rest of it's been crossed out in several places and abandoned altogether. These prayer scrolls are coated in a thick layer of grime
Leave
and
it to me.
dust. Okay. Picking 3 is 0.
I can do that. That's settled.
Beautiful. Another saber. Great Western Stag. Book of Verses. Okay. Bring it down here.
Nice and quiet.
See what's in here. Scolder King. Okay, this could be hard. Definitely want to use this choke point. Oh my. Yeah, there's a fair number of them here. Alright, incoming. You hold your ground, little man. Alright. Let's get some debuffs and stuff out. This lasts how long? Only 8.8 seconds. Go ahead and do it. And get a blind.
What?
Good blind, good blind. We go for the king first. We interrupted a bunch of them too. Alright. What kind of damage are we doing to this guy? He only did 2. Dude has 18 DR. Holy crap. That's rough. These do slash damage. There's 18 DR versus crush. Let's see if we have a better type. Regular Scolder don't have any slash damage. Is crush? Who's doing crush? Aloth. Okay. Aloth, do this. Aloth has like 2 types of damage on his weapon, doesn't he? We hit him for 55 pierce damage. 0. That's to our regular Scolder. Took him out. That's helpful. We've got 34 points built up. We want Necrotic Lance. The big guy, maybe? 64. That's a nice hit, I think. Aloth, Necrotic Lance, 4 corrode damage and additional effects. He has DR 18 versus the corrode. What was that 64 we saw pop up? Is that someone else? Okay. Meant for you to do something. The Mind Blades. The Slashing Blade. Have we seen? Okay, him with slash damage. He has 18 DR and slash too. Mental Binding. We could just try and paralyze him. Phantom foes make him easier to hit. Let's do the paralysis. Okay. We take out the little guys first while we're dealing with this big guy. I don't know that we'll be able to generate much focus if we can't do damage to this guy because it's ridiculous DR. That gun with DR piercing seems really good right about now. Parents already used that. We're not taking much damage yet. That's the good thing. We have kept him pretty well debuffed. Let's do Holy Power. Or let's do Blessing to help push us over their damage issues. And that can help a little bit. Let's do another blind. Keep them not doing much. Right, that one's down. Let's knock the big guy down. Nice. He's almost down. We're making it work. Hit him. Oh. Scolder King's down. Alright, let's knock down this guy. We got this done. Boom. Okay. Oh, another ghost.
Yeah.
Haze fills the air, coalescing steadily into a blur of dust and mist. It gathers into the outline of what appears to be a dwarf, shimmering echo that fades in and out of sight. But stronger than sight and the sense within you is the sense within you of a powerful energy. It roils and seethes with a grief that seems to spill into your own thoughts, painting them until the sorrow is your own. Like a crashing wave, the energy surges towards you and into you, and suddenly you are elsewhere. Before you is a brightly lit stone corridor lined with torches and gleaming crystals. You're running, your footsteps echoing off the stone around you. You forgot to tie your sandals, and they're slipping from your feet, fouling your step. You're late, again. The right's going to begin without you. You hear the tolling of the bell, and your spirits lift as you recognize the familiar warped tone of the right hand, representing the first of the dawn stars to appear in the night sky and the last to fade in the dawn light. You pray fiercely, for this is the first of the chimes and not the last. You pray fiercely that this is the first of the chimes and not the last. So the right hand goes first and last. The light fades, as does the memory. When your eyes clear, the spirit is gone. It seems like they're giving us hints as to like the order of these bells, but we have to piece them together.
Just say the word.
Light, flame, and sound. Keep to ourselves.
Not a problem.
Anything else in here? We haven't even found any bells yet. Okay. Powerful odor of spices rises from one of these dishes. Vibrant dyes and grain seeds fill the others. Check this thing too. Nothing there. Okay. Oh, okay. These are bells. Buried secrets updated. Inside a temple, you encounter a man. All right, I've seen some manner of spirit within temple. The first and last of these tolls apparently is that of the right hand, which has a distinctive warped tone to it. The door to the lower floor appears to be sealed by some enchantment. There's a set of bells beside the door which may play a part in it. All right. We also found a note. Where do those end up? It's in our inventory, right? Forgot to strike the largest bell first rather than second. So the largest bell is second. And the right one goes first and last. Is it just 3 bell rings or is it 4? If it's 4, this one's probably the third. Let's try this.
Just say the word.
The 3 bells hang from the stone protrusion that runs along this wall. Years of dust and grime coat the metal. There is one large bell at the center, flanked by 2 smaller ones. Examine the bells. The bells appear to be fully intact, and they are made of thick iron and look very heavy. There doesn't appear to be much out of the ordinary about them. Ring the right smaller bell. Ring the middle larger bell. Hear the heave of the bell as it swings back to the other pound direction. The clapper strikes a low, powerful note. Feel the ringing in your chest and the sound of it rolls through the rolling highway. And then the right one again. Play right, middle, left, right. Peculiar chime rings through the ruins. There's a quiet melodic chime from all 3 bells before their discordant voices meet in the one powerful rising rush of sound. It seems to fill the whole of the temple, driving a flood of song that drowns out all other thought. As the tolling fades, you hear a crack from the direction of the doors as the passage to the lower level swings open. Nice. All right.
Just say the word.
Nifty little puzzle. And onwards we move.
I shall be discreet.
And stairs down. All right, 1 floor complete. Yes. I think so. All right.